Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you everyone? I hope that you're fine. Today we're going to learn about the story of Prophet Noah. Now let's get started. Allah sent Prophet Noah after 1000 years after sending Prophet Ibrahim. At that time, the shaitan had played his dirty tricks on the people, and people now started worshipping idols. So Allah sent Prophet Noah to guide his people to the right path. But it wasn't going to be an easy job for the Prophet. When Prophet Noah started asking people to believe in Allah, they refused and went back worshipping their idols. Prophet Noah was good speaker and very patient too. He he con- he continued asking them to believe in the one and only God, but they answered him, "You're a human like us, and we think that you're lying," and turned their back. But there were good believers too. Most of them were weak and poor. Now there are two different groups on earth. Noah continued teaching for many years, and the idol worshippers sometimes throw at him stones and call him names. But the Prophet continued teaching people for 950 years. The disbeliever kept making fun of the Prophet, and the Prophet became so disappointed in them. One night, when the Prophet was praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah spoke to the Prophet, telling him that he had done his job and he was going to punish all the disbeliever for what they did. Everyone on earth will die except human and animals. And Allah gave some instruction to the Prophet. And the first one was to plant as many trees as possible. Prophet Noah didn't understand why, but he did what Allah asked him to. After building trees for more than 100 years, Allah spoke to the Prophet again. This time, he asked the Prophet to start building a ship with the believer. This ship has to be a gigantic ship. A gigantic ship. After many months, the ship was finally ready. Then they thanked Allah for helping them. The day of the flood was nearing day by day. Then Allah told the Prophet that he will flood the earth when he sees the water coming out of his stove. The ship that was built had three sections. First one, bird. Second, humans, and third, animals. The animals were entering the ship in pairs, one male and one female. One day, as Allah told the Prophet, there was water coming out of his stove. This sign was the sign Noah was waiting for. He knew that the time of the flood arrived. When he went out, he saw that it started raining too. Without wasting any time, he called all the good Muslims who helped him build the ship to go to the ship immediately. Then he asked all of his wives and sons to enter the ship, but one of his wife and her son refused to enter, and they were also disbelievers. After many days sailing, the prophet had a problem with the rats. So at that time, Allah created the cat. After traveling for more than 150 days, the ship stopped at the mountain Judi. Then the Prophet said, Bismillah. And then the ship stopped. The Prophet released all the enemies. And that was the story of Prophet Noor. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and now that you know Prophet Noor's story. Thank you for watching, guys, and thank you so much for 50 subscribers. We have 50 more subscribers and we will get to 100. Yay! Thanks for watching, guys. Bye, guys.